Great day to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in to Talks with Tillett. And listen, remember, we're together every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Please share the information. Tell somebody. They might receive something that might be a tremendous blessing in their personal life. I want to just pick up, if I can, just for a few moments on our noonday Bible study lesson on yesterday. We were in the 6th chapter of Luke's Gospel, around the 11th verse. I believe it was 6 through 11, but the 11th verse where it said, after Jesus healed the man with the withered hand, that the Pharisees and the teachers of the law were filled with madness, and because they were filled with madness, they got together and had some discussion and or conversation about what they might do to Jesus, how they might deal with Jesus, how they might get rid of Jesus. And so when I look at that piece, I think what I want to talk to you today about is not allowing yourself to become so angry that it turns into madness. Now, of course, we looked at the word madness, the etymology of the word, and I think we boiled it down to, or looked at the word mania, maniac. I think we looked at the word rabies, but I think we finally got to that last piece that suggested out of one's mind. And so when you become angry to the point of becoming mad or experiencing madness, what actually happens is you lose control of yourself. You become so angry that it takes you to a place of wanting to do harm and or destruction to someone else, which ultimately will do harm and destruction to yourself. Think about it for a moment, if you will. Don't take my word for it. Think about it for a minute. Have you ever been mad? So angry and mad to the point rather you were mad that you went beyond just being mad and started to come up with ideas in your mind about how you could get the person who made you mad, how you can find a way to make them feel the way you feel. Don't allow madness to take you to a place of mania, take you to a place where you lose complete control of yourself, your mind, to where it takes you to dark places where you start thinking about what you might do to harm somebody, and in some instances will do something to harm somebody. Take this, if you will, place, or find rather a place of peace in your mind where you will not allow anything that anybody does drive you to a place of madness. Listen, you need your peace. You really do. When your mind is at peace, then you are able to really think out and deal with some of the challenges you have, and how to overcome those challenges by having some dialogue and conversation with God that will help you get through it. But when you get to that place where you just lose it and you become angry and you get mad, and you let that take control of you, and you start thinking about what you can do and start orchestrating some things to do some damage or some bodily harm to somebody, that really takes us to a dark place. And again, it ends up hurting other people, but again, ultimately it ends up hurting yourself. And so let me just make it real simple and say this: don't get mad. Don't get mad. Keep your peace, keep your sanity. Don't let anybody pull you out of that space. And so for the rest of this week, going into the weekend, and next week until we meet again, this is what I need you to practice. Don't allow anybody to make you mad because of where madness will take you. Keep God's peace in all things so that you can communicate with God and God can give you what you need to help you move beyond whatever challenge you face in your life that might take a person to that place of madness. We're not going to deal with it. We're not going to go there. I don't care what he says, what she says, what they do on the job, the bills and the finances that come your way, the issues you have within the family structure, community madness and mess and problems. Don't let any of that stuff cause you to come outside of what God has called you to be. Keep your peace. We're not going to get mad, so that we can become everything that God has called us to be and be a blessing to somebody else who might be watching you, so that it can help them move into that space of peace. We're not only just we're believers, and we do our best to follow God's rules and God's regulations and follow the example of Christ. But we ourselves are examples, and we want others to follow the example as well. So let them see us operate in that state of peace so that we can overcome the challenges that we face. Listen, God bless you. I hope this talk with Tillett helped somebody today. As a matter of fact, I believe it did. And I'm grateful that we had the opportunity to share together on this day. Listen, we'll be back together again on next Thursday, 10 a.m. Please make sure you share this information. Tell somebody else so they can experience a word from God, something that will help them overcome the many challenges that they face in their daily lives. See you again on next week. God bless you, and may heaven continue to smile upon you.